Hey guys, it's gonna be a quickie. Wrote some notes. So I dumped. I had some gear that I'm kind of out of the gear phase of my reality. I sold the Gretsch, um, which which was really a nice guitar. It was just too dark. Um, it was weird. I just didn't realize, like, I don't know. It's just too dark. At some point, I'd like to get another Gretsch, just not that with it had the USA Fultrons. I don't know. The guitar itself was great, but the pickups were very bassy, and it was just like driving me crazy trying to make this thing work on recording. The other thing I dumped, and this is round two. I dumped the Sir Strat HSS. That's just it's just not for me. Kind of learned my lesson on that. Also, kind of dealing a lot with Guitar Center on it, and dealing a lot with Sir on it. I don't want to deal with anything. I just don't want to deal with anything anymore. You know, I don't know. I just need, like, kind of to reevaluate my crew. Anyway, yeah. The other thing is, I'm playing at church this morning, and I think this is going to be it for a while. I think I'm going to take the winter off. I'm busy. I'm traveling a lot. Um, and I think that also, like, I feel like maybe we all need a break, because the church music ministry is really going in, like, a very different direction now. The last 3 months or so, 2 months, and it's kind of not really my scene anymore. And I've I've made mention of it to the leadership, and I feel like, yeah, they weren't super psyched on how I felt. So, I just it's a lot of work the night before. I got to print out all the charts. I got to get the book ready. I got to get the playlist and Spotify. I got to run through the songs. I got to get all my guitars ready. I got to pull my FM9 out of the studio, load everything up, get there an hour and a half early, right? Deal with my kids, and then deal with my dog. So it's like, yeah. So this is all kind of. I'm looking, yeah. Also, with the church, I think the spirit of rotation. I'm a sober guy. That's a big thing in AA. The spirit of rotation. You don't want to be like, the same guy does everything, and you want everybody to have contribute. So the church band has whittled itself down to only a couple of people now. It used to be a big band, so everybody always got to play. Now it's like just a few people. And I played last week and this week, so I'm figuring, you know what, give someone else a chance to do it, and I can do other things, right? I bought a new hoop for the basketball, a backboard and everything, so and I can, I don't know, maybe be in the welcoming committee. Maybe it's just time. So yeah, and feeling like a little bit like a cog in the wheel, like everybody's excited about the way they're going, and then there's like just a couple of us that are like, oh, okay, I don't know, it's I just yeah, I'm just a volunteer, so it really doesn't matter what I think. So I just, maybe it's time just for a break. The other thing, I had to turn away some work the last few days. I'm busy, and I just have to pick my battles. I just have, and I also kind of know yourself. Know what it is. Know the way you like to work. I mean, I'm 61 years old. I'm not like a kid anymore, and you just kind of get to a point where, like, all right, if I'm not really the right guy for this gig, I don't want to just keep doing it. And I want to be happy, and I want to be able to feel like I'm doing whatever it is, like if I have a calling or whatever it is. So But that's, I've got a few people right now that I've got to kind of deal with. It's like, so, s- I've always struggled with that, like saying no. I'm just like I'm okay, yeah, I mean, and I guess maybe just because of not just my age, but also being in Nashville, there's like a certain way that we work out here, and if you're not from here, you wouldn't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a certain paradigm mentality now. I'm also 61. I got two kids. Like I can't do things that aren't going to be what I want. You know what I mean? There's just not enough. I'm on the back nine of life anyway. I just not enough time. So, again, almost the spirit of rotation. If I let some things go, then that gives opportunity for other people to do them. So it's really a good thing. Yeah, learning how to say no. The other thing here, so having gotten rid of the Sir and gotten rid of the Gretsch, this is it. I'm like, I've been messing with this Telly, so this is a great guitar. I have a question to pose to you guys too. So it came with 9s. I put 10s on it, which were nice, but it did feel really tight with 10s. But also, it raised the action a little bit. The saddles here are as low as they go. These are I brought them up a hair, but they were as low as they could go with 10s. These are the Glazer compensated saddles, is what everybody uses out here. I said, now, let me go back to the 9s because I couldn't lower the action. The action was good, but with the tightness of the 10s, it was like, yeah, this is going to be way too much effort. I like to fight the guitar a little bit, but it was even a bit much for me. But so the one thing with this is it's got the nut. There's certain things like I have blasphemy in my soul when it comes to vintage equipment. I think a lot of vintage ideas should just stay vintage and stay back there. But everybody's got a thing like, it's not vintage. So this does not have the truss rod adjustment up here. Okay. That the level that sucks is unquantifiable. It's unquantifiable how much that sucks. So it's down here, right? Like, okay, I'm in the 60s now. But they cut like this much out of the pickguard. I don't know if you can see it, but you can't get the screwdriver in there. So does anybody know a company that sells pickguards with a big gouge out here? Either that or I'll just buy another pickguard and gouge it out, put it in here, and then so that I don't want to deface the stock one, because then if I go to sell it one day, I'll just say, hey, here's the stock one too. I don't know, but that sucks. The other thing is 9s are 9, 11, 16. The B string always feels way too slinky. Like it's not the ratio, the balance was out. So what I did was I had a set of just 12 string, just 12s, just single strings. I don't know. I must have bought it for something I was doing. I've had it forever, but so I took the 11 off, put the 12 on. So this is nice. This is a set of Ernie Ball 9s with a 12 as the B string. Which, if anybody from the company's listening, I don't know why you go 9-11. That just doesn't seem right, because 10s are like 10, 13. 9-11 just seems very, like it's just too slinky. So there it is. So there's the Telecaster. This guitar is absolutely gorgeous. So all this, and I do have to get out of here, all this comes down to this one thing, is that I'm going to start tracking. I'm going to start writing songs. I'm going to start tracking, taking you guys along. Yeah.